Yo guys, what's good? Assy once again with another video, and this one is for Illusion Connect. So we downloaded the Chinese version because the English version releases on the 17th, I believe. Yes, 17th. So on Thursday we can play on global, but I wanted to take a first look and give you kind of my first impression on this game. Is it any worth it? And yeah, all that kind of sort. So let's get into that. Alright, so there is a bunch of things in this game that remind me very strongly about Arknights. First, we have basically the same user interface. It's almost a one-to-one copy, which is nothing bad to say the least. I like the interface. Arknights obviously more industrial, this more fantasy kind of like dreamlike. I like the overall art style. And speaking about art style, let's check out some of the waifus that you can see here. This 2D art style is only featured outside of the actual gameplay, similar to Arknights, but nonetheless they're beautiful. So inside the game we actually have chibi versions of them. So you can see some of them are pretty nice, and they all have an individual look. And yeah, there is husbandos. I haven't pulled a lot of them so far, so yeah, there is tons upon tons of heroes, and yeah, there is a lot of things to select. Because this is Chinese, I can't really read the abilities, so I just see what they do once they're in game. If they're good or not, pretty hard to tell. I have to look into that a little bit more. So as you can see, we played until level 9. We completed the entire story up to the 3. For whatever reason, I cannot read that. We cannot enter 4. I think we need 60 stars, and we get these stars in another area where we go through in a second. So let's quickly go over the summoning. So when you start the game, you have basically a free SSR banner. So your first 10 pulls on that banner will be a guaranteed SSR. And in this version of the game, that might change in global, I don't know, the heroes that you could select, or not select, the heroes you could summon were this girl here. I have no idea what her name is. Then we had this one here. She's also a mage character, so same kind of type. And then was it this one? No, let me quickly find it. This one. So these 3 you could summon, and as I mentioned, one of them was guaranteed. So I actually tried to check out some more of these summons, because I noticed there's 2 of those different currencies, and I had 2 of them and I clicked by accident on here. I don't mind at all to waste my currency, but yeah, we summoned another SSR character. This girl here, another strong like mage kind of burst character. They have all really high attack. And I believe she is more on the ice type from what it looks here. Does it say something that I can read? Not at all. So no idea what she does. So similar to Arknights, you have this kind of currency here, and if you don't have enough tickets, so these ones here, up here, I currently have 3, and I would like to get the Miko that I also featured in the banner. for the previous video, so let's just get into it. It will automatically be converted into 7 tickets. We do that, and this one doesn't have a guaranteed chance for the SSR, but you get an SR character 100% guaranteed. This is the summoning animation. I don't know if the gold at the end meant that we get something pretty useful. I don't know. So you have these characters, and I noticed that some of them, or most of them, have these kind of nightmare there. So this is our guaranteed SR character, and yeah, this is too lolly. They have a bunch of lolly characters in there. So yeah, we got an SR character. She is I don't know what she is. Can we check that out? I don't know what this symbol could mean. But pretty cool looking, definitely. Yeah, also nothing I can read from it right now. So let's just level her up, and okay, that's too much. Actually, let's level up this girl here, because I want to play with both of them. So we have this, and we level her up. So once you leveled a character up to 15 and have completed the 3rd chapter, you unlock that you can level them up to an even higher state. And here you see I need more currency, that is a specific material that I don't have access to yet. So let's do the same with her. You can use currency in holding a long press, and we actually don't want any of those. And just level her to 15. That is fine. And yeah, so there is a bunch of things that you can do in the game. So there is these trials that unlock in 4.10. Then you have a PvP system, you have the regular missions, and then I don't know what these things are called, but here is where you get some of the material, I believe. So actually we need to go a little bit back and go to our squad to manage it. We don't want you in there, and let's remove you as well, and bring like super strong characters with us. This should be a piece of cake as long as we aren't completely stupid about it. And yeah, I want to get 3 more stars to continue in the story. The combat system is fairly straightforward. So you have I would say a Plants vs Zombies kind of like area, where you place your characters in a certain row, and this is where they attack first. So everybody here in my row will attack their row first. If there's nothing that they can attack, they will switch to the middle lane. And oh cool, she summoned some kind of foxes. Let's get her out as well, and her out as well. So once you have deployed all your characters, you will get this was too quick. So let's do one more, because that was actually way too quick. I hope to show you. So let's just summon them quicker this time, and hope that we will get the chance to show you these cards that are there. They are some sort of buffs Unfortunately, I cannot decipher what the difference between them is. I just see something goes up and something is a heal. But what exactly they do, I don't know. So the English version will definitely clear a lot of this confusion up. Oh, come on. Once you defeat the boss, the level just ends. Which is kind of cool. So here is a boss. Okay. This one should be a little bit more difficult, so we can actually show you what the different things do. So, as I explained before, they attack first in their row, and she actually summons quite a bunch. So it's good to have her out relatively quickly, and then deploy your other heroes. As you can see here, she was grayed out because the others were still in the attack animation. So you cannot jump block, if that makes sense. This one over here is your party leader. And if he dies, your entire party is defeated. So we deployed a buff, and I think she gets more attack, but I'm not entirely sure. I want to deploy this thing here. This is like a little barrier, because as you can see, everything was kind of dead here. So I needed to make sure that my leader doesn't get killed. You are not able to redeploy your heroes after you place them initially, as far as I'm aware. So let's go back. I think now we get access to this one. Yes, perfect. So the next stage that we want to clear out is this 4-6, because that allows us to do some character awakening, which is some like giving them more stars. So their rarity changes from whatever they are to the next higher step. And this would give them way more abilities, which is pretty nice if you ask me. So, the non-boss stages early on are pretty easy, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, so for a first impression, the game definitely has some strategical elements. No, I don't want to buy this. Sorry. This I'll get for free. The game definitely has strategical elements, and once you understand what these cards are doing, then you can definitely... Cool, I get free stuff. Then you can definitely do a lot of different works that might appear difficult in the Chinese version. So I believe once we get the drop in English, then the game has more tactical finesse than it might seem in the beginning. Because in the beginning it just seems you randomly drop your characters and either they beat the enemy or they don't. But yeah, there seems to be... How can I collect so much stuff? We do another summon just for the heck of it, because we got a lot of these combat ability things. Whoa. So the game definitely gives you currency to summon. Can I collect all of them, maybe? That would be nicer. Okay, so I see you in a second when I collected all that stuff, and then we do another summon and talk a little bit more. Alright, so we're back, and it took quite a while to actually summon all those things. So there is tons of currency in this game that is kind of different. I have no ideas if these fans are from an event or something, because it seems that it's 13 days and 8 hours or something for this to expire, so that seems to be an event. And as you can see here, there is tons of things. So you log in 8 days and you get this free character. You log in 14 days and you get a bunch of materials. These are, I think, awakening materials. Then every time you pull and get an SR, you get more tickets, and this is for 30 days. Then after 7 days, you get another SSR guaranteed. So that is pretty cool. Then you could see once you finish some missions, you get crystals and yeah, some more pulls and another different type of ticket. And then lastly, you get rewards for clearing out the different stages. So now that we have talked about all that, let's get into one more summon. All right, so before, every couple of minutes you get this here. I think this is 400 per minute. This basically means small and this means hour, so I think minute. So passively you gain gold and experience potions. Then, oh, I didn't show that, so let me move myself up to here. So this thing was what I was talking about. Here. Okay. Now let's get into some more summons. I think these special tokens you can only get by purchasing them. I haven't seen where they could drop, so I cannot click and actually use my currency for here. So let's just do one of the summons, because it's 3% enhanced rate and we might get something, maybe not. Okay. So she is thick. Okay. I want to kind of figure out the animations. These are regular tickets. So definitely we want to go for the banner and want to get this this Masaki, because she seems pretty strong and cool. So let's go for a 10 pull, and here you can see a 10 pull is 1880, which is equivalent to, let's go into the store, because we always want to compare real world money. I think this is where it is. So here for 32, you're just shy of one of those pulls. So the pulls are pretty expensive in general. But you get a lot of free currency. So I don't think that you need to purchase too many of them. So let's get into that. One of them is definitely SR. So we get an SR. I think that is just SR. We don't get any SSR. So that is our SR character. A lot of pretty cool looking characters. I have only gotten one. That's a large syringe. I've only gotten one husbando so far, so let's do one more. Come on, come on, come on. No whammies here. Oh, okay, so we get an SSR character. So once it's stuck after the gold, we know that we get an SSR character. Pretty cool. Okay, so we get a bunch of these. I don't know what you can do with duplicates yet. She isn't even on the banner, is she? What is that? Is it 3 characters in one? Yeah, this was the only husbando that I've gotten so far. This is a weird character. That's it for my first impression so far. There is quite a bunch of things to do. The game seems to have a little bit more depth than I initially thought, which is always good. And yeah, please just wait until the 17th before you play the game, unless you really want to play the Chinese version. It will definitely hamper your experience just because you don't understand what's going on, and it might not improve your game experience just by playing a couple days early. If I can find something out, like what characters might be really strong, what you should reroll for, then I will let you know. With all that said, I really hope you enjoyed it. Like the video, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Until then, enjoy the grind.